Today is May 6th, 10:45 Central Time PM. So I'm recording this video for all of you 12 subscribers, and I want to just really do this video so I could take you through what I'm seeing in the charts. We're gonna start off with SPY, which is the S&P 500 index ETF. I'm gonna focus on really these three lines. The yellow line is that intermediate trend line, that's 62-day moving average, and the white line is the 15 or trade line, 15-day moving average. Red line, of course, is the 200. I've got the MACD and the slow stochastic. So real quick, I'm going to bust through this so I don't take a lot of your time, but I thought it was a good visual to look at so you can understand more about what the 12 chart is all about. So number one thing, if a stock is above the yellow line, the intermediate trend line, or below it, if it's above it, is bullish, and if it's below it, is bearish. As you can see, the S&P 500 going back to the first of the year here has crossed through that back, closed below it on February 24th. That was a Monday, and it has basically stayed below there. The white, when you look at it where we are today, it has come up three times really and hit the intermediate trend line. Was that Friday, Monday, and then today. And each time it has had a fail there. And so what that tells me is the market is tired. It's made this run from April 22nd. It's petered out and we're rolling over. You can see that in the MACD and the slow stochastics. So then let's get into the 12 and go through it. So we're going to start with Berkshire Hathaway. Today dipped below the intermediate trend line briefly and then closed above it, but it is below the trade trend line, which says on a short-term basis, this is a weakening stock. We'll see how this plays out. I'd at least give it 3 days above this before I think anything from a bullish standpoint. Yeah, when I look at my MACD, it's just negative. It continues to point lower. Actually went lower today, and the stochastic is going from a overbought and headed downward. So it is above the intermediate trend line technically, but I'd be cautious here. It does have allocation, I think, of 8%, and so it's a full allocation in the portfolio. But just consider that Warren Buffett is retiring at the end of the year as CEO, but he will be on the board still and hanging around and seeing if they could use him for a couple things. I suspect they could, but it is definitely, earnings weren't as great as expected, I believe. So that may be a consideration. Take that into account. Microsoft, way above the intermediate trend line. This is really sort of becoming more of a bullish confirmation. The trade trend line is passing through the intermediate trend line, and the stock is trading above the 200-day. That's really strong. The MACD is very positive. Slow stochastic is above in the overbought area, over 80, and is going sideways. And we can see that oftentimes when you have a bull run for a while where it will be in that area. So if this gets Microsoft has an allocation as well. I believe it's 8% as well. I think Berkshire was 6, but check the chart below. For shits and giggles, we'll look at Tesla. Tesla is trading below the intermediate trend line. It is basically sandwiched in between the trade and the intermediate trend line. It's below the 200, rolling over on the MACD and rolling over on the slow stochastics. I'm just not really confident in Tesla right now. That's why it came out of well, it came out because the market cap dropped. It's the ninth largest market cap stock in the S&P. Berkshire took its spot. Amazon below the intermediate trend line, trading above the trade trend line. So you could see a short-term trade here, maybe up to the intermediate trend, along with the 200. Yet our MACD is rolling over. Our slow stochastic is in the overbought area, and it shows a little sign here of possibly rolling over. Be caution. I'd be waiting on this one. Not really excited about this, and that's why it only gets a 1% allocation. 1% allocation is the minimum allocation of all the positions in the portfolio because we just don't know when it takes off. And at 1%, you're not getting damaged too badly. Um, then we got Apple here, closed below the trade trend line. It's closed below the intermediate trend line. Apple has seen better days. Its implied volatility premium discount is pretty gigantically at a discount. So there's not a lot of put buying behind it, which is in a contrarian point of view, is a sign that we could see Apple move lower in the near future. MACD is rolling over, slow stochastic is rolling over as well. NVIDIA, three, well, one, two, sort of three, sort of four attempts at the intermediate trend line is $116.10. Opened higher, closed lower, opened higher, opened high, opened low, excuse me, and closed high, uh, and yet closed off its highs for the day. So in aftermarket, I saw this down around 112 or so at some point. I don't know where it ended up aftermarket though, but it's the slow stochastic is still in the overbought area, which is a positive. We saw a rally up at the end of the day or so, or in the middle of the day. I was driving, so part of my timing on that, but it did make some positive move up, and the MACD is starting to roll over. So once again, it's below the intermediate trend line. I gotta believe it's just gonna continue trading down lower, and I believe once you see a break below the trade, um, this is definitely gonna go probably back down and test its lows right around what was that 97.64 was it? No, it got as low as 86.62 on the 7th of April. All right, Google, similar thing, below the intermediate trend, rolling over on the MACD, still in the slow stochastic in the overbought area. Bounced up against the intermediate trend line three times, looks like, and it's just failed. I think this is a sign of a market that's wearing itself out. Meta, similar situation above the 200, that's positive. Up against the intermediate trend, but closed lower today, which is not really a big vote of confidence. We are seeing a push up in the 15 or the trade trend line. MACD is positive, but is showing weakness, and slow stochastic looks good. Keep your eye on this. This could something could make force this to bust out higher. Binance below the 200, both just above the intermediate trend and above the trade, but closed lower. It's sort of just sandwiched in this area. MACD is flat as can be, um, and then the slow stochastic is starting to point up. So there's a little bit of hope there, um, but investing is not a hope game. It is what it is, and you use your tools. So Solana, similar situation as Binance, below the trade, above the intermediate, and below the 200. MACD is sloping down, and the slow stochastic is slowing down. Ripple got ripped on recently. I heard a guy talking about it. Not very favorable, but it is one of the largest market cap cryptos, below the intermediate, below the trade, above the 200. Just sort of sandwiched in. Your MACD is basically on flat line. Your slow stochastic is going south. Would not be surprised if we break below the 200, and that would be a no-go situation. Buy Bitcoin. It's basically flatlining in the last since May 1st, and basically is going sideways. It is above the trade, staying above that. It's above the 200 and above the intermediate trend. The MACD is rolling over, as you can see here, and then the slow stochastic as well. So there is weakening here. There is a level of resistance here, right at just say 98,000. You can see it back here. You see it here. So we could see a breakout higher. If we do, you definitely want a good setup for it. We may see a pullback below the intermediate trend and maybe touch upon the 200, which would be somewhat of a nice retracement, maybe right at the 200 at 90, and then possibly a move higher. Ethereum. The trade's trying crossing into the intermediate. That's cool. That could be a setup for it to go higher, but still below the 200 and just sitting on the intermediate trend. Yet our MACD is starting to roll over. Momentum's leaving it. Slow stochastic is rolling over as well. So just be cautious there. And that's about it for today. Um, Thank you for subscribing to the 12. And sorry for the quick video. Hopefully it was helpful, and my face looks totally yellow here. But anyways, have a great day. Thanks for subscribing. And I would encourage you, it's $10 a month. Join, subscribe to the Morning Edge. I may throw a deal out there and may do like a 7-day free trial kind of thing. But it's a morning show. It's about 45 minutes. We talk about swing trading. We talk about intermediate and trading macro situation, the market overall. We do a big roundtable amongst all the participants, all the tribe members who are a part of it. It's something definitely for $10. It's an enormous value. So check it out. I'll put a link in the email below. Have a great day, a wonderful, what is that, Wednesday? And I'll talk to you soon. Peace. Live loud.